Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Longhorns offense comes on the field first today. They will go up against a secondary curve that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down wide receivers and take away the opponent's passing game.
Seems like every year in college football, there's secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how will the offense consistently move the ball against this group today?
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. To throw, it's Manning. Lets it go quickly. The pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring clip. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Chris, that one cost him. He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in great position to come up with that interception.
The offense will begin now with excellent field position. On the run, it's Frazier. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Well, Texas and Georgia hasn't taken long for these two to establish a rivalry in the SEC. 2 memorable collisions last season, regular season in Austin. The Georgia pass rush just got after Texas. Hard-fought, close win. And then the rematch for the SEC championship game. Another game where Georgia just made enough plays, Kirk, to win.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a great matchup every single time these teams get together in the SEC. Having Texas with their tradition, what Sark's doing with that program, obviously what Kirby's doing with Georgia. It's one of those matchups every single year when they're up on the calendar. You circle it. 2 great games last year. Georgia finding a way to get it done both times. You got to believe that Sark and Texas looking for payback.
The Dogs are in the red zone. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Branch.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. To throw, it's Stockton. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Hop over the middle. It's Thomas. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket.
And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
Of course, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Excellent work by the coverage team he's brought down after just a short return. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Crucial third down play right here. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Running out of time in the pocket. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up fourth down now. Longhorns will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. And that sets up a return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Play fake, looking to throw. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Hauls it in outside the 10 and still running. Forced out of balance, but not before the football's moved inside the 10 to do first down and goal.
You got to pick the right time to take your shots downfield, and this offense just did that. A huge gain, and now they're down in the red zone for a first down.
The Dogs will line up now. It's first and goal. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Via the screen. Loss of 4 on the play. Brings up second and goal.
Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up second and goal. Wants to throw it. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
That play sets up a third and goal from the 5 now. Looking to throw it again. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
And they will trot out the field goal team here. So a short attempt, but from the right hash, it's a bit of a tricky angle. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the returner will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Here's the second down play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. Listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Defense is coming after him. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on fourth down?
The Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. We're going to kick it away for the second time. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. Play action here on first down. It's an out route. The catch made. You make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You could see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Single back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving his back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch is made down the middle. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12. We reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Hands it off on the counter. Nowhere to run up the middle. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in man in the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen and kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Georgia. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You can see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the PAT puts them up 17 now. momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. And now the handoff. They'll tackle him out across the 20. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Defense loading up in DBs here, wanting to prevent the deep pass play. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Dropping back. It's Manning. He makes the grab. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
High completion, good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. And he drops back in the gun. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, he makes the catch. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw yet again. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Lining up to try the extra point. PAT makes it a 17-7 game.
That makes the score. Georgia 17, Texas 7.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Brings up 2nd down.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. He'll ride the back again here. Gets past the 35. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
To the air, it's Stockton. Nice grab. It's Thomas. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. Defense loading up on defensive backs here, wanting to take away the deep pass play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. That play will move the sticks, set him up 1st down at the 42.
Well, there he is again. Another nice completion to this slot receiver, and he picks up the first down. You know, there's so much attention on the outside wide receivers, but if I'm trying to defend this offense, I'd be worried about those one-on-one matchups on the inside against this slot receiver.
The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And wow, it's good from 59 yards away. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
Longhorns will kick this away to begin the second half. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. They get the second half started with the running play. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
After the 2nd down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
To me, a couple things there. Number one, pressure on the quarterback. The other thing is really good coverage by the secondary. Quarterback had no choice but to get rid of that football. And now you get to 4th down. You got the lead by a couple possessions. Smart play here is to punt the ball away and get your defense back out on the field.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Here comes the opening play of the drive. It begins from the 33. Off target with the throw, incomplete.
Well, that was lightning fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
Second and 10 here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Under pressure, just lets it go. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
They'll kick it away here. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Off the play fake on 1st down. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. Now it's 2nd down here. It's Branch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Picks up 3rd down coming up.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Receiver in motion now. Back to pass. It's Stockton. There's no one to throw to there on 3rd down. And now it's a 4th down coming up.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this 1st down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
The Dogs will send the punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the returner is brought down. And now the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 38. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
They're going backwards to open up this drive after the loss. 2nd down and 15. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Tight end makes the grab. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
The Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
It's a quick grab. A quick juke to get free. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And they'll set up for the PAT.
Here is on for the extra point.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer.
That makes the score Georgia 20, Texas 14.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Branch. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. And they'll give it to the back. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. The back's got it again. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Locates the tight end. It's complete. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sense before we move on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the 4th by going to the air. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. Getting set. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
Oh, what a grab! They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
Oh, big hookup here. They're forced to throw the ball on 3rd down, and the connection's going to keep this drive alive, and also, more importantly, just keep that clock moving.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes the shovel pass. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the offensive coordinator calls the right play. I like trying to get out on the edge of the perimeter of this defense with the speed you have, but you got to tip your cap. The defense made a great play.
Important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. That's reeled in. It's Bell. They'll stop it short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down.
Facing 4th down.
And the Bulldogs will bring their punt team onto the field.
On to kick it away.
And the punt will land in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. You start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Punt over the middle. It's Moore. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Here we go. Trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. What a catch! Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
The The Longhorns have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. They make the stop at the 26, but it's a 1st down. This offense in good scoring position now. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. The receiver makes the catch. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Dropping back, it's Manning. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Well, the offense has done a nice job of moving themselves down in this area to give themselves a chance. But, man, the quarterback's got to continue to make good decisions and not put the ball in harm's way.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
So down 6, they need a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. The offense signals for timeout. 28 seconds remaining on the clock.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that 1st down.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Timeout taken by the offense now. 23 seconds on the clock. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
What a comeback by this offense to give them the lead with under 30 seconds to go. An extra point away from taking the lead.
Final minute, the crucial PAT attempt to take the lead. Kick is up and good. They go in front here deep in the 4th quarter.
That makes the score. Texas 21, Georgia 20.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. To the air, it's Stockton. The sure hands, it's Branch. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. The short completion to the tight end. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. This might be for the ball game. Looking deep for late game heroics. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated them.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.